from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the New York Giants. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Simeon now on second down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. From the gun, here's Simeon. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there on third down. 55 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Simeon now to throw. His throw incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Anderson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now Manning throwing on second down. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out with a run by Vereen. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. second down here after the incomplete pass. Now a run with Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. He also had an interception return for a touchdown last year, another one there. What's the goal for a defensive back? One a season?
One a season is
That's
really
fantastic.
Way more than you would expect. I mean, guys set those types of goals, but rarely are they reached, rarely they achieved. To be able to pull it off back-to-back seasons, who says no one makes house calls anymore?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Again, Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. To throw again. Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I'm pretty sure the Giants saw big success for Sterling Shepard coming out of Oklahoma. They could see him in their offense working in the middle of the field and making big catches.
Second only to Michael Thomas last year among rookies in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. Throwing now is Manning. On the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down is Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Marine. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They stick on the ground. Again, it's Marine. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They start the drive with Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Anderson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Manning now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Manning now on first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. That'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second down following the incompletion. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. After the interception, here's Simeon. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Simeon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, here's a handoff to Vereen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's always interesting with the first play of a drive because both sides of the ball are talking about winning that play to set the tone for the rest of the drive. After that run there, we know it's on the offensive side.
They'll run here with Vereen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On first down, Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Manning to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the run, here's Vereen. And some room to roam now. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run again with Vereen. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw on third down. Manning caught left side. It's Beckham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Manning, and on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas, for the field goal try. And Rosas puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
This will be fielded at the 8. So the Broncos coming out now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One final try now for Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And the kick by Rosas is good. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you on down to our studios in Orlando where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them, and it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 10th carry now for Anderson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's able to get it back. To the 41-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that catch just gives us another reason to praise Odell Beckham Jr. Off to an incredible start to his NFL career.
3 Pro Bowls, 3 straight Pro Bowls, obviously, and first Giant to do that in more than 50 years, Charles.
And how about the numbers that he's put up also? 1,300 or more yards and 10 or more touchdowns in each of those 3 seasons.
On 1st down, Manning. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
As explosive and dynamic a playmaker as Brandon Marshall's been in his career, can you believe he's never been to the postseason in 11 years?
Yeah, 11 years. He's hoping to get there, obviously, with the Giants. One thing's for sure, didn't have to move his locker far. When he went from the Jets to the Giants, same facility.
And keep the same address as well.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This one taken from the 7th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want to
C.J. Anderson, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play action. Manning. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Simeon on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Simeon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Simeon. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And the Giants ready to come out now. Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Manning going to give to Perkins on the draw. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Manning. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sanders. It'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now Anderson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Simeon steps away to his left. Airing it deep for Fowler. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Anderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
On second down, here's Simeon. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington or Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They go with Perkins again. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And he'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And Sanders now to return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the 50, it's Simeon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, Perkins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter? And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our team.
C.J. Anderson, and all the way home for a Bronco score. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Throws left side complete to Brandon Marshall. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On second down, here's Manning. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Giants on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On the ground with a tight end. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Back to Perkins on 2nd and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within. Coming. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rhett Ellison in the final minute. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. He's back to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters.
Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's able to get up here to the